The object of today's game is to collect more points than your opponent before the playtime is up. As you do this, you'll become a master at multiplying by 1 and 0. Here's what you need to play the game. Grab a deck of cards, a number cube, a coin, and some scratch paper and a pencil. For this game, an ace means 1, a king means 12, a queen means 11, and a jack means 10. Here's how to play. The first thing you will do is place your stack of cards on the card portion of the game board. Create a score sheet where you can keep track of you and your opponent's scores. Now you'll figure out who goes first. For this game, the older player gets to go first. In this game, every card you get can earn you points. Since you're trying to get more points than your opponent, you want to have as many cards as you can get. You must roll the number cube to determine how many cards you get to play with. Since I rolled a 4, I will get to play with 4 cards and try to win points off of each of them. I'll take my 4 cards and lay them out in front of me. To earn points, I'll have to do a little multiplying. I will flip a coin for each card to see if I'm going to multiply the number on the card by 1 or by 0. My product, or answer, will be the number of points I will get for the card. Watch me do my first card. When I flipped the coin, it landed on heads. Heads means to multiply by 0, so I have to do 6 times 0. My answer is 0, so I don't get any points for this card. I'm going to flip it over since it isn't giving me any points. Now I'm going to try and get points off my second card. This time I flip tails. Tails means multiply by 1, so I have to do 4 times 1. Since my product is 4, I get 4 points for this card. Now I'll do my third card. When I flipped the coin, it landed on heads. Heads means to multiply by 0, so I have to do 2 times 0. My answer is 0, so I don't get any points for this card. I'm going to flip it over since it isn't giving me any points either. Now I'll see if I can get points off my last card. This time I flip tails. Tails means multiply by 1, so I have to do 12 times 1 because remember, a king means 12. Since my product is 12, I get 12 points for this card. That's a great score. To figure out the score for the turn, just add up the scores you got on each card. On my second card, I got a 4. And on my last card, I got a 12. I'll add them up to find my score. 4 plus 12 equals 16. So my score is 16. Now, I'll just write it on my side of the scorecard. I'll pick up my cards and place them on the discard portion of the game board, and I will hand the dice to my opponent so they can have their turn. Your opponent will play exactly the same way that you did. Keep taking turns playing and recording your scores. When you run out of time to play the game, just add up all your points to find your final score. The player with the largest score is the winner. If you ever forget how to play the game, rewatch the video to remind you of the rules. Before you play, why don't you practice with some flashcards? This will help make sure you play the game to the best of your ability. Are you ready? Get set, go! How did you feel about multiplying by ones and zeros? If you feel like you got it down, go ahead and play the game. If you need a little more practice, just rewind it a bit and do the flashcards again. I bet you are going to do great. Have fun!